Hello kids, Shubha Mangalam. This is Hemalata at Little Scholar High School taking up class 3 science, and we are in lesson number 3 children, that is animals, birds, and we have completed the entire lesson. We have discussed about the various points related to birds, their nature, their feathers, the beaks, the claws and the nest. Now today we shall start with the writing part of the textbook. Children, for this you need to come to page number 30. Please come to page number 30, children. There is some warm-up activity on page number 30. Please open page 30, the warm-up activity. Now, here four multiple choice or options are given. I'll just read the question first, then we'll go for the correct answer. Which is the largest bird in the world? It is ostrich. The largest bird in the world is ostrich. So for every option the box provided, please put a tick mark in the given space. Okay, the first question is which is the largest bird in the world, and the answer is ostrich. The answers are already given on the board, children. Just copy them after I read the question. Then, which of these birds have a huge beak to drink water? It is pelican. Pelican. Put again tick mark in the respective box. Which of these is a night bird? It is an owl. So, owl is the correct answer. Third one. Now, done with the third one? Owl. The fourth one. Which of these is a large bird with a hooked beak and sharp claws? It is vulture. Fourth one is vulture. So, for the warm-up activity, first answer is ostrich, second answer pelican, third answer owl, and the fourth answer is vulture. Okay, children? Now, let us go to the revision zone. This is on page number 32, children. Revision zone, page number 32. Let me read the questions once again. Then you can write the answers. Give one example. Here he is asking, in the revision zone, he is asking you to write one example for each of them. Here they are giving some points regarding the beak, the nature of the beak, that is long slender beak. First one is long slender beak, and the answer is hoopy. Okay children, the answer is hoopy. Then second one, flat broad beak. Flat broad beak for duck. Second answer is duck. Sharp hooked beak. Sharp hooked beak. Eagle. Third answer is eagle. Sharp, hard and strong beak. Sparrow. So for the revision zone, the answers are hoopy, duck, eagle and sparrow. Okay children, now let us move to the page number 35, children. Come to page number 35. Here we have the keywords. Page 35. Keywords means these are the new words what we learned here. Some of the new words which we have learned here. These are on page number 35. That is upstroke. Upstroke, the upward flapping of the wings. Flapping is nothing but the movement of the wings. So upstroke is what? The upward flapping of wings. Then downstroke, the downward flapping of the wing. The downward flapping of the wings is called downstroke. The upward flapping of the wings is called upstroke. Talons, these are the claws which we find in vulture and all, where they are flesh eating animals. So talons, sharp curved claws of a flesh eating bird. So these are the keywords what we have learnt in this lesson. Now let us move to, see children, here mind mapping is given. This is the simple representation of all the things what we have learnt, and this is the easy way to learn. Now please come to page number, children, you can just read. These are all interesting topics about the different kinds of birds they are given, and they are beautifully presented in your textbook. You can gain lot of information from this. Okay, just go through this. Now come to page number 38, children. Page number 38. First bit on page number 38, first bit is choose the correct answer. The first bit is about the choose the correct answer. For every question we will be giving for every first question three options are given, for which we need to select the right option. And the first question is, the feathers that help a bird to fly are, the feathers that help a bird to fly are flight feathers, that is option 3. For A, option 3 is the correct answer. So again put a tick mark in the box provided. Put a tick mark in the box provided. Okay, children. Now, second question. A woodpecker has a dash beak. How is the beak of an woodpecker? Naturally pointed, because it has to make a hole in the trunk of the tree. So B is 1. For this B1, the option is 1. Third one. Most birds have dash on each foot. They have 4 toes on each foot. Each foot. That is, most birds have 4 toes on each foot. That is option 3. That is D, option 3. D, option 3. Done? Sorry children, it is C, option 3. C, option 3, not D. Option C, 3. That is, most birds have 4 toes on each foot. That is option 3. Option for C, option 3. D question is, a sparrow is a dash bird. The D question is, a sparrow is a dash bird. It is again a perching. That is for D, option 3. For D also the option is 3. That is perching. A kingfisher eats. A kingfisher eats fish. That is option 2. Fish. Option 2. I'll read the options for the bit number 1. For the multiple choice, bit 1, I am reading the options. Correct answers I am reading. A, third is the correct option. B, first is the correct option. C, third is the correct option. For D, third is the correct option. And for E, second is the correct option. Done, children? Now let us move to the fill in the blank. That is bit 2, fill in the blanks. Bit 2, fill in the blanks. Let me read the question here. The upward and backward movement of a bird's wing is called upstroke. First, here in this particular blank, 2 blanks are there, children. From the first one you will write the upstroke, and the downward movement is called downstroke. So you have 2 blanks wherein you have to write upstroke and downstroke. Done, children? Now let me read the second one. Dash feathers keep a bird's body warm. It is the down feathers. B. Next second fill in the blank is down feathers. Third one. Eagles have dash and dash beaks to tear flesh. They have sharp and hooked beaks. For C also you have 2 blanks you have to write. One is the sharp and the second one is the hooked beak. Now the fourth fill in the blank. Dash and dash are wading birds. Dash and dash are the wading. Okay children, so we are in the fill in the blanks, and let me read the fourth one. Dash and dash are wading birds. Dash and dash are wading birds. That is crane and stroke. Okay, dash and dash are the wading birds, means it is crane and the stroke. Then hawks have claws called dash to catch and hold their prey. Hawks have claws called dash to catch and hold their prey. That is talons, where the claws are very pointed so that they can hold the like small animals like rat or snake or frog, and they can take the tear and eat the food. So talons, this is you find in vultures and all. So we are done with the fill in the blanks, children. Now let us come to match the following. Let us come to match the following. Here if you look into the textbook, you have the toes given. That is the different size or different shapes of the toes are given and the birds are given. That means we need to match the toe with the respective bird. The toe with the respective bird. So here this is third bit, children, that match the following on page number 38 itself. Page number 38 is this. So A1 is hen. First A1 is there, no? This toe you have to match it with the hen like that. Okay. Then B duck, C woodpecker, and D crow. Okay, are you matching the class with the birds, children? The name of the birds, that is A with hen, B with duck, C with woodpecker, and D with crow. So this is about the match the following. Now let us come to page number 39. On page number 39 you have value based activity. On page number 39 you have value based activity. What is saying here is, after a heavy storm you find a baby bird in your balcony. Storm is what? Very heavy winds, okay, with what? Rain and blowing winds with the rain. You find a baby bird in your balcony. It has hurt its wings and cannot fly. How do you think you can take care of it? So due to the heavy storm, you have a small baby in your balcony. It has just come away with the force of the wind and it has landed in your balcony. Now when you have seen that small baby of bird, what you will do with that? Yes, put it in a cage. Will you put the bird in the cage? No, that is wrong. Then apply medicine on the hurt area. And one more option is call the animal society to take it away. Here we can go for both A and B as children. When you see the small baby which is hurt, you will just feel like taking care of it, yes or no? So you will try to apply some medicine on it, and you can, after that you can call the animal society and you can hand it over to the bird. Now come to page number 40, children, the last page. Come to page number 40. We have worksheets here. Again in the worksheet we have the match the following, children. Okay, this is page number 40. This is page 40 worksheet. Here we have matched the following again, where the name of the birds are given and the beaks are also given. Name of the birds are given and the beaks are given, for when you have to match. Okay, so this is the matching. For duck, the question is A. For the question A, it is the fourth is the correct matching. For B, first is the correct matching. For C, second is the correct matching. And for D, third is the correct matching. I am repeating the match the following question number and answer for that particular question. Please just write it there. Beside the duck and all, you just mention the numbers. That's enough. For A, it is 4, B, 1, C, 2, and for D, it is 3, children. Okay. Now we are done with the textbook, but one small thing is left out here. Here you can see the outline dotted outline of a bird. Okay, you need to just join this dotted line, then you will get the what the bird actually is. And what is the bird here? This is 2, children. What is this bird? It is poopy. Where? Okay, this is on page 40. This is page 40, second one. The bird is poopy. Okay, children, and it has a long and slender beak. How is the beak? It is long and slender. This is page number 40. Long, poopy, long and slender. Got it, children? Now we are done with the writing part of the textbook also. Is there anything need to done? Okay. here just on come to page number 30. Here ornithology word is there. Ornithology is nothing but it is the study of the bird, the structure of the birds, related different habitats of the birds, how they eat, what are the different beaks, what all we studied, and how they reproduce also. And that is all the person who studies, or the scientist who studies about in detail about the birds, the study is called as ornithology. And you have one more on page number 31. You have talk time. The box is here, talk time. Why do you think ostrich and emu cannot fly? Because the feathers which are present in the ostrich and the emu are not that strong enough to lift the heavy body of the bird. Then, or what do you know, what is migration? What is the meaning of migration? Migration is movement of the birds from one place to the other place when the conditions are not favorable. For example, the bird is living in one particular region where the conditions are not good, or maybe the bird is not finding food there. Then what it will do, it will move to some other place. It will move to some other place where it can find the food, or whether the conditions is good, or for the purpose of reproduction also. Okay, so that is the migration, the movement of the bird from unfavorable conditions to the favorable conditions. That is the meaning of migration. And we are done with all the boxes, children. This is wade is to walk through the water with crane. When what is the crane, we referred it as a wading bird. The legs are long, slender and strong enough so that it can push the water back, and it can withstand the soft mud also. Because crane, where do you find in watery areas where the mud is very soft, so the bird has to withstand that soft mud. Yes or no? So wait to walk through the water. Now kingfisher, most of the kingfishers eat fish only, but very few will eat these frogs, worms, snakes, small insects. Okay, now the nestling a baby birds I told you. Now please, box is here where you have the picture of a person. That picture is for Dr. Salim Ali. This picture is about a Salim Ali. He is an Indian ornithologist. Ornithologist is the person who studies about the bird. Ornithology is the study. Ornithologist is the person who studies the about the birds. So is the person, is the Indian ornithologist or the Indian scientist who studied about the different things related to birds. Okay, children. Now the last box what he is given here is just he is asking you to take one small cup or a beaker or a mud pot where you can pour the water and keep it in your verandas, or keep it on the rooftop, that is on the terrace, so that the birds will come and drink the water. And especially we can do this in during summer season. Yes or no, children? Because even birds also feel thirsty. So during, especially during summers, what we can do is we any bowl which is at our home, we can just fill the water in that and keep it in the outside verandas, or even on the compound wall, or on the terrace, so that the birds can drink the water and survive. So here ends our lesson number 3, that is animals and birds. And the Sakshi you have to make is, today in class we did about the objectives. We did all the objectives and some of the boxes which are given in the textbook also. And what is your homework is, you need to complete all the exercise. By chance if you have not written any of the objectives, any of the exercises you have not done, please first read the lesson thoroughly. Then you can mention, when you read the lesson thoroughly, definitely you'll be able to write all the options. Okay, children? This you have to complete all this. Don't leave the textbook blank. So please read the lesson. It's an interesting lesson. Yes. Until we shall move to the next class with a new lesson. Until then, please try to complete all the notes and take care of yourself. Thank you.